On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Transfix.
To cause someone to become motionless or spellbound, often through shock or amazement, to pierce or impale with a pointed object.
Examples:
Transfix with horror. Transfix me with its vibrant colors. The athlete's incredible skill on the field transfixed the spectators, who were amazed by his talent.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
Embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Gore.
To pierce with a sharp object, causing injury or death. Noun, coagulated blood from a wound.
Examples:
Gore him with a weapon. Gore scene. The hunter gored the deer with an arrow.
Stereotype.
A fixed and unvarying idea or image that people have about what someone or something is like, but which is often not true in reality and may cause hurt and offense.
Examples:
Avoid stereotype. Negative stereotypes. Changing stereotypes about LGBTQ requires considerable effort.
Trait.
A particular feature of your nature.
Examples:
Chemical trait. Personality traits. Multiple genes may influence behavioral traits concurrently.
Crave.
To have a strong desire for something, to long for or want intensely.
Examples:
Crave chocolate. Crave advice from others. She craves success and is always pushing herself to do better.
Dependable.
Trustworthy and reliable, capable of being relied on or depended upon.
Examples:
Dependable product. Dependable service. Having a dependable car is crucial for commuting to work on time.
Libertarian.
A person who believes that people should be free to think and behave as they want and the government should only have a minimal level of control, and a person who advocates those beliefs.
Examples:
Libertarian group. Civil libertarian. Western liberal democracy serves as the foundation for the libertarian philosophy of the media.
Republican.
A person who supports or advocates for a particular form of government, typically one that has an elected head of state rather than a monarch, a member or supporter of the Republican Party in the United States.
Examples:
Republican ideology. Republican Party. Many Republican lawmakers are advocating for stricter immigration policies.
Delusion.
A false belief or impression that is firmly held despite evidence to the contrary.
Examples:
grand delusion, labor under a delusion. He had a delusion that he was a millionaire.
Epicure.
A person who has refined taste and enjoyment of fine food and drink, a connoisseur of good food.
Examples:
gourmet epicure, aspiring epicure. The wine festival promises an experience that will satisfy both the casual drinker and the most discerning epicure.
Innate.
Existing naturally or from birth, inherent or inborn, not acquired or learned through experience.
Examples:
innate ability, innate quality. The belief in innate human goodness is a common philosophical concept.
Malleable.
Able to be easily shaped, molded, or manipulated, particularly in a physical or metaphorical sense, capable of being adapted or changed according to different circumstances or situations.
Examples:
malleable clay, malleable attitude. Gold is a malleable metal that can be easily shaped into different forms.
Anthropology.
The scientific study of humanity, concerned with human behavior, human biology, cultures, societies, and linguistics in both the present and past, including past human species.
Examples:
social anthropology, anthropology of religion. The areas of anthropology and psychology are significantly related to one another.
Mammal.
Any animal of which the female gives birth to live young, not eggs, and feeds her young on milk from her own body.
Examples:
a primitive mammal, a sort of mammal. Marine mammal populations are declining worldwide due to ocean pollution.
Underlie.
To be the support, basis, hidden cause of something, to be located under or below.
Examples:
underlie the theory of the Big Bang. Underlie the current economic deadlock. His bitter experiences underlie his moral principles.
Reciprocity.
A mutual exchange of help and advantages, privileges granted in return for similar privileges.
Examples:
reciprocity relationship, reciprocity exchange. The policy of reciprocity between the two countries allowed for visa-free travel.
Norman.
Relating to or characteristic of the Normans, a people who originally came from Normandy, France, and who had a significant impact on the history and culture of Britain and other European countries. The term can also refer to a style of architecture or art that developed during the Norman period.
Examples:
Norman Cathedral, Norman invasion. The Norman architecture in the Old City was a sight to behold.
Sibling.
A brother or sister, member of a family born to the same parents.
Examples:
Have a sibling quarrel. Play with my siblings. Children often copy their parents or elder siblings.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Pleasurable.
Giving satisfaction or pleasure, enjoyable.
Examples:
A pleasurable experience. Have a very pleasurable time. Our marital life was full of happiness and pleasurable excitement.
Submissive.
Inclined or willing to submit or yield to authority, domination, or direction, obedient or compliant, meek or passive.
Examples:
Submissive behavior. A submissive personality. The submissive dog cowered and trembled in fear when approached by its owner.
Primate.
Any mammal of the order Primates, which includes monkeys, apes, and humans.
Examples:
Primate species. Primate sanctuary. Many scientists study primate behavior and intelligence.
Deference.
Respectful or polite submission or yielding to the judgment, opinion, or wishes of another person or group, a show of respect or honor.
Examples:
Deference to authority. Pay deference. The students showed deference to their teacher by always being respectful in class.
Allegory.
A story, play, picture, etc., in which the characters and events represent religious or political values, concepts, or morals.
Examples:
Political allegory. Subtle, multivalent allegory. By using this allegory, we can teach moral lessons.
Chastity.
The state or practice of refraining from sexual activity, particularly outside of marriage, moral and sexual purity or modesty.
Examples:
Chastity belt. Purity and chastity. Some cultures see chastity as a virtue and practice abstinence before marriage.
Moralize.
To express or teach a moral lesson or principle, often in a self-righteous or didactic way, to reflect on the ethical or moral aspects of a situation or behavior.
Examples:
Moralize a situation. Moralize about politics. I don't like it when people try to moralize me about my personal choices.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Intuition.
The ability to understand or know something without reasoning or evidence. A feeling that guides a person to do or believe something without fully understanding why.
Examples:
Creative intuition. Intuition research. Some studies suggest that people's intuitions can be influenced by their experiences and biases.
Equalize.
To make equality or level. To bring about equality or fairness, especially in terms of rights, opportunities, or treatment.
Examples:
Equalize distribution. Equalize income. The new policies aim to equalize opportunities for all students, regardless of their background.
Graham.
A type of flour made from whole wheat that has had the bran and germ removed and is often used to make crackers or cookies. A cracker made with this type of flour.
Examples:
Graham bread. Graham flour. I enjoyed my camping trip with friends, toasting marshmallows over a glowing graham cracker.
Xenophobia.
Antonym of xenophile, extreme fear or hatred of people from other countries.
Examples:
Suffer from xenophobia. Linguistic xenophobia. The xenophobia in society makes it hard for immigrants to assimilate and integrate.
Authoritarian.
Characterized by strict, absolute control and obedience to authority or rules, dictatorial and lacking in personal freedoms or individual rights.
Examples:
Authoritarian practice. Authoritarian government. The authoritarian leadership style left no room for dissent or alternative opinions.
Puritan.
A member of a Protestant religious group in the 16th and 17th centuries who believed in strict moral and religious principles, such as predestination and the rejection of religious iconography and ritual.
Examples:
Puritan beliefs. Puritan lifestyle. The Puritan community shunned those who did not adhere to their strict moral code.
Triptych.
A work of art, usually a painting or a series of 3 panels, intended to be displayed together as a unified whole. The panels are often hinged or connected in some way.
Examples:
Musical triptych. Photographic triptych. The artist created a stunning artistic triptych consisting of 3 connected paintings.
Portray.
To depict or describe someone or something in a painting, film, book, or other artistic work.
Examples:
Portray feelings in words. Accurately portray the condition. We often portray political problems as religious issues.
Timeless.
Not seeming to be altered by the passage of time or changes in fashion.
Examples:
Timeless masterpiece. Timeless topic. There is a timeless aspect to his greatest work.
Entropy.
A scientific concept that is most commonly associated with a state of disorder, randomness, or uncertainty.
Examples:
Entropy calculation, entropy conservation. Since the second law of thermodynamics is applicable to the universe, the entropy of the universe continues to increase.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ, before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Pun.
A humorous play on words or use of words that sound similar but have different meanings, often for a comedic effect, a form of wordplay.
Examples:
Witty pun, silly pun. The comedian's pun had the audience laughing out loud.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Situ.
Short for situated, meaning located or placed in a particular position or circumstance.
Examples:
Ex situ conservation, in situ control. Melanoma in situ is considered the earliest stage of melanoma and has a high cure rate with appropriate treatment.
Cohere.
To form a united whole or stick together, particularly about a group or organization, to be logically consistent and connected.
Examples:
Cohere as a team. Cohere with the theory. The team's game plan did not cohere with their opponent's tactics.
Canyon.
A large deep valley with very steep sides of rock and usually formed by a river.
Examples:
Twisty canyon road. Canyon of skyscrapers. The Grand Canyon has an awe-inspiring sight.
Coop.
A farm building or enclosure for housing poultry.
Examples:
Fly the coop. Chicken coop. The farmer put a coop over the hens.
Savanna.
A mixed forest and grassland ecosystem where the trees are far enough apart that the canopy doesn't close.
Examples:
Savanna region. Tropical savanna. The birds live in tropical forests, savannas, and arid semi-desert environments.
Toolbox.
A container or storage unit for tools, typically characterized by a handle and one or more compartments for organizing and storing various tools and equipment.
Examples:
Design toolbox. Toolbox storage. You should always keep a basic toolbox in your car in case of an emergency.
Subgroup.
A smaller group within a larger group.
Examples:
Subgroup of the population. Patient subgroup. The researchers divided the study participants into 2 subgroups.
Carnal.
Relating to physical or bodily needs, desires, or appetites, particularly sexual ones.
Examples:
Carnal encounter. Carnal pleasure. The church considers carnal desires to be sinful.
Crux.
The most important or fundamental part of a matter or situation, the key point or central issue.
Examples:
Main crux. The crux of the argument. The crux of the matter was that the company was not financially stable.
Repress.
To restrain or control by force, to suppress feelings or memories.
Examples:
Cannot repress laughter. Repress gene expression. He repressed the memories of his traumatic childhood.
Oppress.
To treat people in a cruel and authoritarian way, especially by denying them the same freedoms, rights, etc. as other people.
Examples:
Oppress the minority. Oppress the people with force. Historically, many countries have often oppressed certain religions to gain the support of the majority of the population.
Reckon.
To think or believe something.
Examples:
Hard to reckon. Reckon the company as a rival. He reckons that corruption was rampant in the regime.
Yin.
In Chinese philosophy, the feminine or passive principle, characterized as darkness and the moon and associated with softness, wetness, and cold.
Examples:
Yin deficiency. Kidney yin. The concept of yin and yang is central to traditional Chinese philosophy.
Yang.
In Chinese philosophy, the masculine or active principle, characterized as light and the sun and associated with hardness, dryness, and heat.
Examples:
The yang principle. Embody yang energy. He saw the balance between the yin and yang as crucial for a harmonious life.
Stanza.
A group of lines of poetry that form a unit, a division of a poem consisting of a series of lines arranged together, usually with a recurring pattern of meter and rhyme.
Examples:
Poetic stanza. Opening stanza. The poem was divided into 3 stanzas, each with its unique message and rhythm.
Zen.
A school of Mahayana Buddhism that originated in China and was later developed in Japan, emphasizing the practice of meditation as the way to achieve enlightenment or awakening. Adjective, characterized by a sense of peace and tranquility, often through the practice of meditation or the use of natural elements.
Examples:
Zen garden, Zen meditation. Daily yoga helped her achieve a Zen state of mind and calmness.
Step.
A vast, wide, and usually treeless plain, typically found in semi-arid or arid regions, characterized by fertile soil and grassy vegetation, often used for grazing livestock. An expansive and open grassland ecosystem found in Eurasia and North America.
Examples:
Steppe climate, barren steppe. The nomadic tribes set up camp on the vast steppe.
Brilliance.
The quality of being very clever or talented. The quality of being very bright or shining.
Examples:
Brilliance of diamond. Economic brilliance. The scientist's brilliance led to many groundbreaking discoveries in his field.
Cultivate.
To prepare and foster land for growing crops or plants.
Examples:
Cultivate a field. Cultivate relationships. University is a great place to cultivate our minds and expertise.
Humility.
The quality or condition of being humble, a low estimate of oneself.
Examples:
Develop an attitude of humility. Lack of humility. We were filled with humility at the sight of the Queen.